Today we're gonna talk about how to get a waiver for civics tests for your US naturalization application. You guys are familiar, if you are going to submit an 400 application, that's application for US naturalization, you gotta prepare for English questioning and a civics test. Civics test, you have 100 questions you gotta answer about. They don't ask 100 questions, but they're gonna ask you a few questions about history, and they're gonna check your English language, some basic skills. So I have detailed lecture on your citizenship application and how to fill up the application and the process on my YouTube channel. But we're gonna talk about today that if you are going to submit an application for US naturalization and you want to seek waiver from civics test, how do you do that? So the simple answer is you can do that based on medical condition. Let's say you have a physical issue, a mental issue, or developmental issue. So on these grounds you can request the uscis waiver from taking the civics test. But alone that's not gonna help. It's not like you submit an 400 application and at the time of interview tell them that you're seeking waiver from civics test. Now, so for that matter, you gotta have N4648 application. That's disability exception document and 648 document. You're gonna have it filled up by your doctor. So of course, if you have these issues that prevent you from taking civic tests, and for these ongoing issues, you're seeing a doctor, right? So whoever you are seeing, either let's say if you have mental issue and you are consulting with some kind of mental health expert doctor, so you're gonna talk to them and say that you are going to submit the application for naturalization and you cannot take civics test because of your impairment or disability, to be physical, mental, or developmental. So what doctor gonna do is they're gonna fill up that form, disability exception form. They would most likely know that because that's part of their job that they do that. But remember, it's not that the doctor just gonna mention that, okay, you have this developmental issue or mental issue or some disability. That has connection with this test. That means that due to that medical condition, you are unable to take tests because, let's say, you cannot memorize, right? You cannot memorize 100 questions, or you have issue with English communication. So you gotta make connection alone this situation that you have impairment, either mental or physical. That's not sufficient. They should be convincing to USCIS officer that due to that impairment prevents you from taking civics test. You understand that? Let's say, I'll give you an example, make it easy for you. In one of the case, client had an accident and she got a head injury. Now, she was fine prior to that injury. I mean, she could memorize things and be normal. But after that, she started having memory issues, right? So she was not able to memorize civics test questions, like 100 questions. So in that situation, doctor wrote a note, and that was convincing in those notes that due to that head injury that happened, and after that the patient started having mental issues. It should have a connection. Your impairment, disability should have a connection. That what does the impairment do? And that is that prevent you from memorizing civic tests. So you're gonna prepare your N400 application and disability exception document from doctor. You're gonna have it certified and get your supporting document and submit to the USCIS. Now you'll be wondering what's gonna happen. I have submitted, they're gonna ask more questions, so what they're gonna do at the time of interview. So let me share with you a recent experience in which I was in Dallas, Texas field office for similar situation. They're not gonna ask you anything more about your medical condition in most of the cases. At least, let me share you the experience, what happened when I was over there. They asked some basic question about the application to the applicant, name, date of birth, their family information, and background security question, and oath related question like oath of allegiance. That's it. They didn't ask anything about their medical history. So I hope that this information is gonna helpful to you. For more information, check out my social media platform, website, and stay connected. Thank you so much.